In 1949, a quiet young man from Cambodia arrived in Paris. He had a government scholarship. He studied radio electronics. He failed his exams 3 years in a row.
Dépêche-toi, le train part dans 5 minutes.
But he learned something else, something that would change Southeast Asia forever.
On se retrouve devant la sortie.
His name was Saloth Sar. The world would come to know him as Pol Pot. Between 1975 and 1979, his regime killed nearly 2 million people. Teachers, doctors, anyone who wore glasses. 1/4 of Cambodia's entire population erased. But here's the question no one fully answers. How does a scholarship student become a mass murderer? What happened in those Paris years? And what does it tell us about the dangerous power of ideas? Saloth Sar was born in 1925 in a small village in rural Cambodia. His family had connections to the royal palace. He was not poor. He was not oppressed. He spent part of his childhood in Phnom Penh, living with relatives in the royal court. At age 6, he became a novice monk. He learned discipline, obedience, silence. These traits would define him later. In school, he was unremarkable, not brilliant, not ambitious. Teachers remembered him as pleasant, mediocre. He smiled often. He avoided conflict. No one saw what he would become. In 1949, he won a scholarship to study in France. He was 24 years old. He had never been outside Cambodia. Paris was about to change everything. The Paris of 1949 was a city of ideas. World War II had just ended. Colonialism was being questioned everywhere, and Marxism was spreading through universities. For students from colonized countries, Paris was electric. They came from Vietnam, from Algeria, from Africa. They shared one thing in common: resentment toward their colonial masters. Saloth Sar found his people. He joined the French Communist Party. He joined a group called the Cercle Marxiste, a secret cell of Cambodian students. They met in small apartments. They read Marx. They read Lenin. They read Mao. They debated revolution, how to free Cambodia from French rule, how to create a new society. The irony was thick. These young men enjoyed Parisian cafes. They walked along the Seine. They lived in one of the world's great cities, while dreaming of destroying cities altogether. Saloth Sar rarely spoke in meetings. He listened. He observed. He took notes. But when he did speak, others noticed something. His ideas were more extreme than anyone else's. He believed cities were corrupt. He believed intellectuals were dangerous. He believed peasants held the true revolutionary spirit. These ideas came from Mao Zedong's writings, but Saloth Sar took them further,
If we follow this
much
ridge line,
further.
we bypass the main checkpoint.
But the satellite imagery shows it's
There was another influence, often overlooked. Jean-Jacques Rousseau,
The data is clear on this point.
the French
If we
philosopher,
secure this,
dead for
the
2
entire
centuries.
project stabilizes. This is the leverage we need.
we cannot achieve true
Rousseau
accuracy through
believed
gradual
civilization corrupted humanity. He romanticized the noble savage,
reform. La contradiction est
the
évidente,
idea
nous devons
that
agir
primitive
vite.
life was pure, that progress brought moral decay.
We must
Saloth
ensure the
Sar
cities are
absorbed
clear.
this completely.
Everyone must return to
He
the
combined
fields.
Rousseau with Mao.
The new agrarian
He added a uniquely Cambodian element, the glory of the ancient Khmer Empire. Angkor Wat, the greatest temple complex on earth, built by peasants, not by the educated elite. In his mind, a vision formed. Cambodia could be great again, but only by erasing everything modern. Cities, money, schools, religion, family. All of it had to go. The peasants would rebuild paradise, a new year zero. He failed his exams 3 times. He lost his scholarship. Here is what makes this story so disturbing. Pol Pot was not uneducated. He was shaped by education. The finest ideas of Western philosophy, the revolutionary theories of communist thought. He romanticized the noble savage, the idea that primitive life was pure, that progress brought moral decay. Saloth Sar absorbed this completely. He combined Rousseau with Mao. He added a uniquely Cambodian element, the glory of the ancient Khmer Empire. Angkor Wat, the greatest temple complex on earth, built by peasants, not by the educated elite. In his mind, a vision formed. Cambodia could be great again, but only by erasing everything modern. Cities, money, schools, religion, family. All of it had to go. The peasants would rebuild paradise, a new year zero. In 1953, he returned to Cambodia. He brought no degree, but he brought something more dangerous. A blueprint for utopia. And the patience to wait 20 years to build it. 1953, 1960, 1970, 1975. On April 17, 1975, his vision finally became reality. 2 million people would die, the cost of one student's Paris education. Here is what makes this story so disturbing. Pol Pot was not uneducated. He was shaped by education. The finest ideas of Western philosophy, the revolutionary theories of communist thought, the romantic nationalism of his own culture. He did not reject learning. He weaponized it. The men who planned the genocide were not peasants. They were Paris-educated intellectuals. Yang Sari, Q Sampan, Son Sen, all studied in France. All returned with the same vision. They quoted Rousseau while emptying cities. They cited Marx while executing teachers. They invoked Khmer glory while destroying Khmer people. The killing fields were not the work of ignorance. They were the work of ideology. Ideas taken to their logical extreme by men who believed they were saving their country. This is perhaps the most terrifying part. Until the end of his life, he said he had no regrets. "My conscience is clear," he told interviewers in 1997, 1 year before he died. Unpunished, unrepentant. The Khmer Rouge regime collapsed in 1979. Vietnamese forces invaded. They found the mass graves, the torture chambers, the photographs of the dead. Nearly 2 million people gone. The world asked, how? The answer leads back to a small apartment in Paris, where a quiet young man sat in the corner, taking
This
notes.
document confirms 71, before the fall of Phnom Penh.
We must seize the means of production.
Dreaming of year zero.
But are we truly ready for the struggle ahead?
The Cambodian genocide forces us to confront uncomfortable truths. Education does not guarantee morality. Intelligence does not prevent cruelty. And the most dangerous people are often the true believers. Those who are absolutely certain they are right.
This is exactly how
Today, Paris still welcomes students from around the world.
Here is unmatched. Let's check out the bookstore.
They sit in the same cafes. They debate the same big ideas.
Shifts right here. We have to consider
Most will return home and live ordinary lives, but some will carry ideas that change nations, for better or for worse. The question Pol Pot's story raises has no comfortable answer. When does idealism become fanaticism? When does the dream of a better world justify destroying the present one? How do we recognize the moment a student becomes a monster? Saloth Sar arrived in Paris as a quiet, smiling young man. He left as the architect of genocide. Nothing in his background predicted this. No trauma, no abuse, no obvious signs, just ideas. Absorbed slowly, applied absolutely. The classrooms of Paris did not create Pol Pot, but they gave him the language, the framework, the certainty.
Taking notes.
And perhaps that is the warning.
The silent
Not all
architect
dangerous
of a
men
homeland
look
that
dangerous.
scarred the world.
Some wear smiles. Some earn scholarships. Some sit quietly in the corner, taking notes. What do you think turned a student into a monster? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to Asia Unciphered for more hidden history. The past holds more secrets.
What do you think turned a student into a monster?